DJ, you go crazy.
So after the record, man, after the music, after the, Dipset breakup, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we've been following you for so many years. There's certain things that we know about we ain't got to necessarily get into, but what I do want to know is, in terms of reviving your career, we saw you on VH1, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chrissy, right? What was the difference, right, between being a recording artist for a label versus like being a reality TV actor for a cable network?
It really wasn't no difference. The difference is I had to be certain places at certain times.
Type shit.
Just doing my music, I really ain't got no time to train what I like to do. But for the most part, at that point in my life, I was just going a different direction, and the reality TVs kind of helped me out a lot financially at the time, because shit was getting hard.
Yeah.
You heard? Especially the way they was trying to blackball me in the industry for, some of the things, some of the actions that I was portraying and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for me being able to step into the reality TV world, as I pretty much made the platform for any black person who's on reality TV right now and getting a dollar, especially if it has anything to do with hip hop. I don't care if it was a family show. I don't care if it's a motherfucking home network show. If it got to do with hip hop and dealing with hip hop in that capacity,
and relationships,
you should be thanking.
For sure.
You know, and not just relationships, but just hip hop alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because they weren't doing that type of television before.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't giving hip hop the TV screens like they are doing now.
Yeah.
Before I set that trend.
And that's a very interesting trend that you set, because that's a trend that is obviously popular in our neighborhood. What I mean is, you could be out in the studio as a recording artist all night, but at the end of the night, you might have somebody to go home to. You know what I mean? So can you tell us like how important having a woman is, in an upcoming artist's career? Like, some pros and cons.
Everything ain't for everybody. But if you do have a strong woman in your corner, that's one of the best things you can have in your journey as being any successful man in any direction. Don't care what type of business it is. You got a strong woman who knows who she is and knows her worth, and know she gonna hold you down through thick and thin. There's nothing like it. But that's for certain people. Some people stand strong on their own, and we don't need that type of, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it depends on where you at in life. But I can tell you this: if you are in a relationship and you do have a dope woman in your corner, you're gonna be very successful. You know?
Okay. And with that being said, we can move on, after this one, right? Have you and Chrissy got married yet or not?
Nah, we not married.
Nah, still no?
Nah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, gang, I don't watch too much TV, so I wasn't able to keep up with Love and Hip Hop. But I thought y'all to got married by now.
Nah, but we still together. That's the most important part.
Y'all still together. So what's the difference between being quote unquote married and just still being together?
It really ain't no difference, but technically and on paper, it's a big difference, especially for a woman. So you never forget that. You did?
Okay. Because I'm single. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, you got time, my brother. Enjoy the single life. You did? Because when you meet that one woman, it's going to catch you off guard. You're going to go through a lot of changes. You did?
Yeah.
You have to fight for that shit. But if you're a fighter, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
DJ, you go crazy.